Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Neck. We are going into the second round right now of tonight's Let It Ride tournament. We are watching Logic versus Raiden. Raiden got a great profile there. Whoops. He is a master level player in 4v4. He is, however, a gold level player in 1v1. So we are going to be interested to see a good 4 versus 4 player going up against a good or very good 1 versus 1 player. It's a totally different game, I mean, there's a lot of differences on how you play games like that. Usually in a 4v4, you're just massing. You usually pick one unit. You don't really have to go, for a really strong unit composition or anything. So you kind of tech to one pattern, and it's just a different type of play style, and you have to learn how to play with other people and things like that. So, and a lot of the times they will have strengths in scouting and you will not, or there's so many different things that make you good in 4v4. So we'll see how he is going to do in this tournament as a gold level 1v1 player. I've seen a lot of 4v4 players that are very good that just do not do well in the 1v1 style games because they rely on their teammates usually so much for certain things. But, it is what it is. Excuse me, I stuck a cookie in my mouth. That was tasty. Extremely good for you. Got to love chocolate cookies. Now I'm going to need a little bit of Coke. I will mute my microphone for that, however. Give me just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Now I am ready to go into battle. Raiden going to be getting his gas here fairly early. His spawning pool going to be going completed here in just a moment. Logic taking an expand right now. Expand before spawning pool. Now this is a relatively small map. I really like dual site. It's a great tournament map. There's an interesting dynamic here. I mean, your standard... I'm going to ping the map, so watch this mini map here for a minute. Your standard kind of order for expanding goes, you start here at your main and you go expand, 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 kind of in this arc, and your opponent does the same thing. Okay, and so your guys are moving across the map in opposite directions on opposite top and bottom. So it adds an interesting dynamic. A lot of it will come down in the mid game and late game. It depends on your army placement, which can really make things difficult. Now, early to mid game, you can keep... Man, I hate that stinking waterfall. It's so dumb loud. But you can put your whole army right here and defend this choke right here, or this choke right here. Got to stay away from that waterfall. It's too loud. All right. We're going to fix the sound on that somehow. But, same thing here. So you can block this, you can guard this choke and this choke while keeping your army right here in front of your expansion. And this is a Zerg versus Zerg matchup, so, taking an expansion early like this, not necessarily a great idea. Your opponent can really punish you for that in this very, very fragile mirror matchup. Pretty good stuff. Double gas here for Raiden. We do have a Roach Warren on the way, on the ground already. Going straight for missile level 1. He is very serious about making something happen with roaches. And Logic is going for just Zerglings with no speed. Just Zerglings, no speed. He does not see a expansion for his opponent, so he is a little mystified. He's cruising around the map here trying to figure out what's going on. But Logic keeping pretty dang good map control right now. You can see he's got a lot of sight on the map. There goes the expand for Raiden. Let's take a look at what that looks like on units. Raiden is behind in the economy right now. 17 drones to 22. So Logic going to be ahead in the economy. I was kind of expecting Raiden to go for some sort of timing attack there. However, he is choosing to expand now at this point. but he does have a slight tech advantage. He does have the roaches already on the field. His opponent just now getting that roach warren. And there goes the roach warren. But Logic staying on top of his drone production. Units tab showing that he is now up to 31 and Raiden falling behind very quickly at 17. So very interesting play here. I think Logic is definitely ahead in this matchup right now. Raiden has got some ground to make up, and it's going to come down to, I don't know, I guess upgrades. I mean, he does have missile attack level 1 complete, so that's more than what we can say for Logic, but I mean, he just can't produce as many roaches at this point, so double the roaches is going to be just fine against him. It's a kind of interesting spot. I'd like to see Raiden really beefing up his economy here, getting himself set up defensively here for just a moment, because looks like he is definitely going to need some defenses. So that triple spine crawlers here for Logic. Man, I got to stay away from that dirty waterfall. Look at that waterfall. It looks nice, sounds terrible. We are out of here. Dirty old waterfall. Ooh, look at this. Hydralisk Den for Raiden. Units tab going to show, though, that he is still significantly behind in the economy. Gosh, we really got to see him get that going. Missile attack level 2, however, that's going to be very helpful. We do have the roach speed on the way as well. Now he's droning up pretty heavy. That's hardcore right there. So good job. Looks like he has got himself pretty lucky. I think if Logic had mounted like a timing attack there after he got his roach warren out, that Raiden would be in a lot of trouble, but Logic giving him a chance to come back in this matchup, I'd say, at this point. However, he does have good vision of what is going on in, for around Logic's base. Trying to peek in there with that Overlord. Is he going to scout this Hydralisk Den? Let's watch his sight. Oh, he didn't go in far enough. Look at that. So lucky break there for Raiden. Double upgrade, well, potentially double upgrades. He only has missile attack level 1 on the way right now. And that is it. Of course, he does have his Hydralisk Den of his own and an infestation pit. So pretty decent army composition here by Logic as well. Let's take a look at the units tab. Logic's still ahead in the economy, though. I mean, this is where I think Raiden is really going to run into trouble. Let's take a look at the live stream. Oh, Crystal's here and Des. How are you guys doing? Glad to see you guys. We are having some fun here. Look at that. We got roach warrens. Yeah, you can see the throat of the roach warren. Uh-oh. Logic going to be taking his expand right here. That is the gold expand. Now that's kind of an interesting spot to take it because, I mean, there's a big gap between these two bases, so he's going to have to keep his army, I'm guessing, like in this area right here, and really keep an eye out for movement across the field. But he does have the map control for that, so I mean, I guess as long as he stays on top of it, he should be okay. But he has got some shenanigans going right now. We have got burrowed infestors cruising out across the field. We are going to see probably some infested Terrans here in just a moment. Is there going to be sight to catch wind of this? I do not think so. There is no sight. And here come the others. So nicely done there by Logic, testing the waters with one, getting all four into position here, and he is about to obliterate this line. Do have a Spire on the way for done for Raiden. Spire is about to go down. There's the These guys are getting out of there as quickly as possible. But pretty nice attack. They've done quite a bit of damage here. Let's take a look at units lost. Yeah, Raiden did lose a little bit more there. Not tons, but he did lose the Spire, so he lost kind of a tech building. Not too bad. But Logic is in a great position now, I think, to take this win. Let's take a look at the units tab. 51 drones to his opponent's 31, so very significant difference there. Raiden is really behind in the economy right now. He's got to feel that and needs to try and remedy that, I think, with all speed is going to be the best possible thing for him at this point. Not mining at all right now. Look at that. He's cruising around the base, wants to make sure there are not any infestors in there. Look at this, Raiden going to be cruising out. Looks like he's going to try and make something happen here with his army. I don't half blame him. We're sniping overlords. That's not the worst thing to do, I guess, in the whole entire world. However, we do have another attack here. Oh my goodness, Raiden getting caught out of position there. And Logic cruising in for the snipe of this. Oh my goodness, this is not going to be good for Raiden now. He is definitely going to fall severely behind in this matchup. Yuck. You got to dislike those infested Terran. They are brutal to deal with. And Logic in great position now. He has got very significant defenses here. +1/+1 on these Hydras and Roaches. +1 Carapace on the Zerglings, of course. Here comes the attack now from Raiden. He is going to try and make something happen here. This is not going well for Raiden. Yikes, his army is disappearing very quickly. Does have some Hydras left, however, he appears to be outnumbered, and this is probably going to be it, I think, for Raiden at this point. Let's get away. Jeez, that's a terrible place for a battle, right next to that dirty waterfall, but there's the GG from Raiden. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt-tab, always alt-StarCraft. We'll see you guys next time.